I punched him in his face, and his glasses went flying off. And oh my goodness, I never seen somebody eyes. I knew I was in trouble. I knew that day I made a mistake.
Sometimes I wanna be alone, up in my home, chilling with the fly girls on. So I can see what's going on. The fly girls on, the fly girls on.
I remember when I moved into my first apartment, I was in my mid-20s, and I thought I was Martina, okay? Because I was kicking people out left and right. One, for instance, this guy, came over. I met him, at a open mic night. He liked my poetry. He wanted to work with me. So I'm like, okay, okay. He did music, and I'm like, oh yay. So he's sitting in my kitchen, and I'm talking, and when I talk, I pace. Especially when I'm excited, I walk back and forth, and I looked, and he's looking me up and down. You got to go.
Get the stepping.
I got something that I have to do just like that. You gotta go. Because those are not the games that I'm playing. Now, another scenario. I met this dude. I have no idea where I met him. Came to the house one day, chill. I'm smoking an L. We puffing back and forth. And my house is clean. My house is cozy, and he was like, yeah, he was just like, it's real cozy around here. I'm gonna be coming here all the time. And in my head, I'm like, thank you for telling me because this is your last time. Another scenario. I moved into my second apartment. I meet this guy at a club. I'm really not interested in him. I'm interested in his friend. I never let him think that I was interested in him ever. I was with my two sisters and my father. And we were just, having a bonding moment, right? So, we decided to go back to my place because my sisters were staying at my place and my dad. And so I would never invite guys to my apartment if my father wasn't there. Me and the guy, we ended up becoming friends. I'm still letting him know ain't nothing. But so he, calls me. I'm in your neighborhood. I was just wondering, can I stop by? And okay, yeah, I ain't really doing nothing. Let's, match one. And so I have Southern grandparents. I lived in the South. I've been going to the South, traveling to the South all my life. I got some Southern hospitality, right? So the first thing I do is, would you like something to drink? I let him know everything that I had to drink. I didn't have a lot of money, okay, but I had these little Sunny Delight things. I had some tea. I had water and I had milk. He asked for a Sunny Delight. Okay, no problem. So he takes a sip of it. He says, I can't drink this. Can you get me some water? Now I'm looking at my drink that he only took a sip of and him asking me for some water. It's like, who's going to drink that? He said he can't drink it. Okay. All right. So I let him know that I really didn't appreciate him wasting my drink, because now it has to go in the trash. And right in the middle of me telling him, and I told him, I said, I'm going to get you some water, but don't do this again. I like it when you get feisty. And that boiled my blood. Listen, let me tell you something. I said, okay. I said, you know what? It's kind of hot. Want to go outside and chill? He's like, yeah. Okay. So we go down my little hall to go to the door. I open the door for him, to walk through, and I slam the door in his face.
Okay, the door's gonna slam on
Feisty
now.
that. Okay? Because I'm really not that one. I'm saying all this to say we have to set boundaries. You must set boundaries to glow up. If you don't know who I am, my name is Shawnté Blyss Barr. I am a life coach at Omnia Journée LLC, and I coach women on healing and glowing up to be their best self. My background is in psychology and God. Before we get into anything, let's pray. Dear God, I want to thank you for bringing us to this day. Dear God, thank you for allowing me to give this message to your people, dear God. Thank you for trusting me. Dear God, I ask that you open the minds and the hearts of everybody listening to this, dear Father God. May it touch them so that they want to glow up, dear Father God, that they want to get closer to you, dear Father God, that they want to set the boundaries needed to protect themselves, Father. And I pray this in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach, the one true living God, Jesus Christ. Amen. Now, let's get right into this. All of this was inspired from a clip from Tim Ross from The Basement. And this clip is called Know Where the Line Is. So let's watch. Then we'll come back and we're going to talk about this one.
Then she said something that really scared me. You're going to have to tell me when to stop. I don't really know where the line is. And when she said that, in my mind, I thought, as fine as you are, I'm going to have to break up with you. And a week later, I broke up with her. And she was devastated. But here's what I knew. Trigger alert, warning for anybody listening. As a believer in Jesus, I love Jesus. But if you don't know where the line is and you're telling me to hold you accountable, the line is after I. And I don't trust myself enough to put myself in a position with a beautiful woman. And she's saying, however far you go, I go. The way my Jesus is set up, that ain't the way it works with me. So I had to break up with old girl. As fine as she was, I broke up with her. Because if I didn't, I'd have a baby's mama right now. I don't trust my flesh, fam. And I wasn't going to put myself in that situation again. Oh, girl, don't worry. We're not going to do.
So now you know. He is saying you have to know where the line is, because the line with him is when he is finished doing what he has to do. I want you to think about these questions as I am giving my reaction. Who are you? How have you been hurt in the past? How do you handle adverse situations? How is your self-esteem? Do you love yourself? What are your triggers? Most importantly, what are your deal breakers for any relationship that you are in? This is romantic as well as just interpersonal relationships.
What's up, sis? Welcome to Glow Up Sis Coaching, where the magic happens. I know you're ready to walk on your purpose path and level up your life. Glow Up Sis Coaching is just what you need. Fly girl, come partner with me and I will be your accountability coach on this epic journey you have been longing to begin. Get ready for a journey full of healing, growth, and good vibes, because your personalized coaching sessions are the keys to conquering challenges, unlocking your champion mindset, and becoming the woman God created you to be. Relax and meditate, anyone? It's time to slow down, connect with God, and align your life with your purpose through prayer and goal setting. Glow Up Sis Coaching is the ultimate destination to find your peace, power, and purpose. Be one of many women who took the steps to transform the mind by focusing on the things that matter the most, and that includes having a little fun occasionally. Glow Up Sis is not just a coaching program, it's a way of life. Join the Glow Up Sis crew, where the journey is something like a big deal, the support is real, and the transformations are legendary.
So my first experience with dating, first boyfriend, my first real boyfriend. I was 15 years old, and he was 19. He was in college. My grandparents loved him because they thought he was 18. And he was in college. He was the good boy. He was the every father's dream, okay? And every mother's dream, all right? He was that one. Except he had a dark side. And I was 15 years old, and I remember it was me and my friends. We used to go to the YMCA and go swimming and stuff after school. This particular day, it was me and another one, just one of my friends. And we're in the back seat. My boyfriend's in the front. My grandmother's driving. And he has a gift for me. Okay. So, I'm all cheesy. I'm all smiley. I like gifts. Who don't like gifts? And it's in a long blue velvet box. Not box, but it's jewelry. And I open it, and it is this beautiful necklace. I mean, I'm 15. Okay? Who would not want this? If you would have seen this necklace, it was beautiful. So I'm excited. I turn around in the back seat. He puts it on because he wants to put it on. And so I sit back and I'm playing with it. And then I seen this boy who I went to summer school with. And I asked my friend, I said, "Is that such and such?" And she like, "I don't know. It looks like him." Yo, listen, let me tell you something. If looks could kill, I wouldn't be here right now. I never seen somebody turn so fast. And the necklace literally felt like it was choking me. Keep that in mind right there. I felt like this necklace was choking me. So we go home, we go in my basement, we're arguing. I'm not arguing, he's arguing, and it's like it got so heated. My friend got up and left. And now I'm over it because this is not what I do in relationships. So I asked him, can he leave? Because I'm done. And he has a fit. I'm like, I want to do my homework. And he's not trying to let me do my homework. And so I said, I'm going to tell my grandparents that you're not letting me do my homework. So he left, but he came back the next day, and I'm just not feeling it. And people come back. When they come back bearing good gifts, all is forgiven, right? I'm 15. Fast forward, he's a serial cheater. I caught him cheating. He tried to push me down the stairs. My homeboys was there. I had to beg them, please don't, just don't. I'm done. Fast forward, we break up. About a month later, we get back together. He's coming with good gifts. Now, it's my birthday. It's around my birthday. He already gave me my birthday gift, and he showed me what he got me for Christmas. Uh, what I remember is the Tims, a pair of pink Tims. I wanted these Tims, okay? But it's Christmas, and it was other things, right? I wanted these things. I couldn't wait to get them. Oh my gosh, you know? And so he ended up moving into his own apartment because he was living with other college boys, and he gave me a key. I'm 15. You don't give a 15-year-old a key, okay? One day, he's at work. I go see him at work, and, he wants me to come over. And so he's just like, go ahead, use the key. I'll be there when I get out of work. Okay, cool. I'm 15. You don't give a 15-year-old your key. So, I go into the apartment, and the first thing that's on my mind is that wallet that's sitting on his coffee table. Now, he done let me rummage through his wallet before. You just gave me permission to go through all your stuff. And that's exactly what I did. First, I went through the wallet. I found phone numbers in there. I mean, I can't even tell you how many phone numbers I found in there, maybe like 5. A couple of the girls, I knew them. So now I'm feeling stupid because I got this boyfriend and I'm thinking I'm the ish because he's buying me all this stuff, right? The whole time, it's people in my face, it's females in my face that's in this secret relationship with my boyfriend. So I'm hurt now. So I go looking a little bit. I didn't have to look too much because, I'm gifted like this. I went in a drawer, a hidden drawer, not a drawer by his dresser. It was just, I don't know. Like I went straight to it. And there's condoms, a box of condoms, and there's some missing. I was on birth control. I was on the shot. We weren't using condoms. So it's like, whose condoms are these? You know? Okay. So I'm slick. I think I'm slick. I'm playing sleep. When he come home, he comes in, he kisses me, he start cooking. He was cooking steakums. I remember it. And so I'm like, me, I think I'm slick. I'm acting like, I'm getting up and he go in the kitchen, he come out with this cup. And so I'm like, can I look in your wallet? And he shot the cup at me and I'm like, "Oh, no, 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 no. I don't do this. I don't do this." It's boundaries. Even at 15, I had boundaries. I took the key off of the ring and I set it down. He was in the kitchen and I left. He comes after me. He grabs me. I don't take kindly to anybody grabbing me. It's a trigger. And I punched him in his face and his glasses went flying off. And oh my goodness. I never seen somebody eyes. I knew I was in trouble. I knew that day I made a mistake. And so all I could do was think, run. And I'm just running. I'm running. I run over to this laundromat and I'm looking at this man. There's this man in this laundromat and I'm running. I mean, he's chasing me all around this laundromat. I know that when he gets me, it's over. And so I'm like, okay, I'm finna run out because it seemed like he was catching up to me like every point. I can laugh about it now because this was a long time ago. And so I get outside and he grabs me. Yo, he rips the necklace off my neck, but he's punching me like, I mean, yo, okay. He's beating the heck out of me. And I call her my angel. I call her my angel. This girl and her boyfriend was walking up. All I hear was, "Get off of her." It was the girlfriend that got there first and was pulling him off of me. Okay? That's what got him off of me. From that experience, I began to set boundaries in a relationship. I do not let guys buy me things. You can't buy me. Prove to me who you are. Don't blind me with a gift. Don't blind me with the cheese. Don't blind me with the cheddar. Don't blind me with the bread. Don't blind me with a band. Okay? I need to see who you are. I need to see who you are. And sometimes in a relationship, when guys start buying us things early, they're trying to mask something. What are you masking? Are you masking that you have all these other females and you're going to spend all this money on me and I am going to turn a blind eye to these other females you're dealing with? I don't think so. No. No, 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 no. That's not how we do things around here. So there was this guy that I was seeing, and he kept wanting to take me shopping, to get my hair done, to get my nails done, and all of this stuff. And it's like, I got a job. I'm good. I don't need that. And well, what can I do for you? And I'm looking at him like, you don't see it? You don't see it. And if you can't see it, I cannot tell you. For me, what we were doing were fine. Just being in each other's presence, just, getting to know one another, just letting me be a woman, letting me operate in my femininity. I remember one time we were watching a basketball game. And, we're sitting next to each other. We're close, watching a game. And he's getting anxious. He ready. Oh, he ready. I'm not ready. Me using my feminine energy, I put my hand on his knee to calm him down. Once I felt that he was calm, I took my hand off his knee and we went back to watching the game. A little while after, that's when I'm ready. Not because you're anxious and you wanted to, nah. See, we setting up boundaries. Okay? Operate in your feminine. What is it that you want? What is it that you like? Who are you? What is your self-esteem? And I'm going to tell you why that's important. Because if you don't have some type of self-esteem, your self-esteem may not be high. But what I've noticed with girls with very low self-esteem and they're insecure, anything goes. It's not when they're ready, it's when the guy is ready. And I've known females that, listen, okay, within a few hours, I was just talking, about someone that I know. I don't name names. I would never do that. But I remember we was chilling and we met these guys and, they wanted, I didn't want anything to do with them. Okay. I don't know you, but she did. And so next thing I know, we in this house and all you hear is, I'm sorry. I am not playing. And I am just utterly disgusted. Utterly disgusted. And I don't really talk about her business because that's her business. Okay. She got to live with all of that. But when you have low self-esteem, on top of being abused, because this is all mixed in with it. But when you have low self-esteem and you have these insecurities, anything goes. Sometimes anything goes.
We growing like fresh tomatoes, them boys on fire, too fuego. We pass it round, hot potato. Everything is nuevo. I'm with my sweetie like Quavo. Need my cheese, need that queso. Need my bread, need that bankroll. Wake up, yes, Lord, I'm thankful. Another day on my schedule. Steady blocking the devil. I tell a hater, God bless you. Cherish moments that special. You gotta keep the memento. If you love me, then I love you, and I could never forget you. Some memories don't fade. Sometimes you miss the old days, but nothing changed unless you change. What's around you, how you think, how you live, how you speak, how you walk, how you blink, how you talk, how you teach, how you reach, let it sink. What's your purpose, what's your passion, through the pain, what's your plan, is it plain, on a plane?
There are no lines drawn. Where is the line drawn? Where do you draw the line with a man? And why do you need to draw a line with a man? Because if you let this man walk all over you and treat you like a bag of chips to be discarded when he's done, he will do that. If you don't establish a time for a man to come over, he'll come over at any time. Or he'll come over late night And that's if a man can only come over late night, then you know what you are to him. And if you're comfortable with that, okay, but we're not going to pretend like you're happy. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear you say, well, that's what I want. No, it's not. That's what you've been told. That's what you want. That's not what you really want. And if it is what you really want, wait till you get a little older. You're going to see that it wasn't really what you wanted. You have to set these boundaries in relationships, especially with guys. You don't give them wife energy if they're not your husband. One thing that I never did was cook for a guy. Oh, no, 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 no. If I'm cooking and you're there, I might be like, do you want some? I really don't mean that. I'm sorry. You're not my husband. I'm not cooking for you. But if you're here and you're hungry, you're welcome to it. And the reason why I don't mean that is because you get guys. I'm taking you back to the guy who came to my house. My house is clean, it's comfortable, it's cozy, you know. Now, if I would have fed him, I would have never been able to get rid of him. You have to watch who you're feeding. And I'm not just talking about food. I'm talking about feeding him. I'm talking about giving him what's in your mind, giving him what's in your heart. We ain't even going to between the legs yet because this is not where we at, right? Because we setting boundaries. This is not what you do in the beginning. If you do, okay. But you cannot do that all the time. At this point, what I'm going to tell you is to wait. Wait until you find that one, especially if you've been abused, if you've been assaulted, then something was taken from you and you got to get it back. See, here's the thing. This is what I hate when people say you can't play the victim role. Well, if somebody was victimized, then they're a victim. With Black women and Black girls, we're not allowed to be a victim. We're not allowed to claim being a victim of as abuse or as assault. It's not taken serious. It's brushed off. Her character comes into play. This is even with another woman, even with another Black woman. Okay. How many times has one of your friends told that, such and such was messing with them and they got a whooping? Okay. Let's be real about this because we cleaning some things up. Okay. How many times has a female disclosed that they've been assaulted and someone has said, well, what did you do? This is us. This is what we go through. This is not something that I'm making up. This is research that I came across during my doctoral studies. Okay? It's research that I came across. And I identified with that. I identified with that because as a Black girl, when we disclose, it's like, are you sure that's what happened? Nah, but he put a gun to my head and made me do things to him that still affects me to this day. If we are not allowed to be victims, we can't heal. This is how you get to being a survivor. You have to acknowledge what it is that has hurt you, what it is that has changed you, what was taken from you. This is how you get to healing. I hate when people say you can't play the victim role. Usually, the reason why people are saying stop playing the victim role is because they bring up stuff from the past. That's because they're stuck there. That's where their pain resides. If you're carrying these traumas around from abandonment traumas, because a lot of us have been, raised by a relative, right? And it's not that our parents didn't love us. Maybe they just didn't have the funds to take care of us. Maybe they just didn't have the something was going on, work, and they thought that, okay, well, let them go live with whoever so that I can focus on working. A lot of us were raised by our grandparents. Some of our parents were on drugs. Some of our parents just, they maybe were young and, I know a lot of my friends' mothers were, addicted to drugs. It is what it is. One of my friends, she was being raised by her father. So we're carrying all this around. We're carrying these traumas around, this pain around, these letdowns around, and it's heavy. These are bags. This is what Erica Badu was saying. Bag lady, you gon' hurt your back. Dragging all them bags like that. I guess nobody ever told you all you must hold on to is you. That means get rid of those bags. How do you get rid of them? First, you have to acknowledge them. In my coaching, in Glow Obsessed coaching, uh, it's necessary to travel backwards while moving forward. This is what I call Sankofa healing. You're looking backwards with the intent of moving forward so that you can get rid of the bags, so that you can take your bed up and walk. What has hurt you? What has caused you sleepless nights? What has caused you to hold back who you really are? When you begin to go backwards and you see this stuff, you're going to uncover some stuff. It's going to hurt. You're going to cry a lot. That's okay. Healing doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel good. It just sounds good. Doesn't feel good. When you get on the other side of healing, though, listen, what bags? It's just a memory. Faded memory. I'm telling you what I know. I had to go through this. I help people through this. You feel much better in the end. I was married and my self-esteem was low, very low. I didn't realize it though. It was on my birthday one day, and he came with a bottle of Bacardi lemon, knowing I don't drink like this, right? And he gave me a card that he stole from Rite Aid without an envelope that said happy birthday to my sister. And he got drunk and went out and celebrated my birthday and left me at home so that he can go and celebrate my birthday. And I wrote this beautiful poem and I had to throw it away because if he found that poem, I would have felt it. And by then, he was abusing me, biting me, in places where people couldn't see. Um, I knew I had to leave when he tried to beat me with a hanger, and I'm begging him, please. I'm begging him not to do it. But that day on my birthday, I realized, I said, if I let somebody treat me like this, I don't love myself. And I love myself too much to let somebody treat me this way. Even if I had low self-esteem, I loved myself too much to allow somebody to treat me like that just because we were married. I left. I left and set more boundaries. Again, I want you to consider these questions. Who are you? Don't use a label. Don't use your credentials, your background as far as education, work. Cut it out. Who are you? Who are you? Look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, who are you? Maybe use a recorder. Start talking to yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, who are you? Who are you? You are, I see this in you. Start talking to yourself. Don't be afraid to do it. Don't let nobody tell you you crazy. Okay? You ain't looking for them to co-sign nothing you're saying. How do you handle adverse situations? Situations that's not favorable to you. How do you handle those? Do you run? Do you go inside? Do you let it go? Do you let it slide? How do you handle these? A lot of times we don't say anything to keep the peace. But whose peace are we keeping? Because it's not ours. I think it's normal for us to take a wrong turn in life. But what's important is what we learn along the way. What are you learning? It's okay to make mistakes. Mistakes are good. It's okay to fail when you're learning. People are afraid of failure. What are friends? You understand? You don't need friends in this world. It's good to have, it's nice to have, but you don't need a lot of friends. You already have the best friend you could ever have, and that's in Jesus Christ. And I'm telling you, people say this. I mean it. God will guide you. Jesus Christ will guide you. You just have to submit to it. It's the only friend that you need. That's the friend that's going to be honest with you. That's the friend that's going to tell you you're going in the wrong direction. You have to get to know yourself. The more people you have around, the more people you have in your ear, and the less you can hear yourself. I am available for coaching when you are ready to heal, when you are ready to glow up, when you are ready to learn how to have conversations with God, real conversations with God, and you're ready to hear God. Because God speaks to us in so many ways. And sometimes God is funny. He has a sense of humor. I love God the Father. And I want you to love God the Father just as much as I do. I want him to bless you just as much as he blesses me with peace, love, joy, happiness. I want you to have it too. Happy feelings. I wish you happy feelings. Because I'm at this golden time of day, okay? And yes, I had to throw some Frankie Beverly and Mays in there. But it is time for me to go. I have some things that I need to work on. I have spots open in healthy mindset coaching. If you are interested in helping your loved one to understand what they are going through, if you are interested in learning how to advocate for your loved one who is in having some mental health challenges. I have some spots open in Glow Up Sis Coaching. And for those of you, I hear you, you can't do coaching in the daytime. It has to be after hours when you get out of work. I got you. I got you. I have opened up after hours coaching. And I will put some of the times down. I will put a link in the description to my booking page. And I look forward to working with you. Now, I love you all with the love of Christ. Honor your mother and father. Love your sisters and brothers. Be kind to your neighbors. Love your enemies. But most of all, you got to honor, love, and be kind to yourself. Peace out.
You don't have to be alone, girl. Come and make yourself at home. Chilling with the Flyy Girls on. You don't have to be alone.
Got a problem, come with me. Oh, it's over?